welcome back, and today is going to be a full face of first impressions. I'm very much enjoying doing first impressions. I don't know why, it's kind of the groove of it, and I hope you like it. We're talking about the brand NYX. They were kind enough to send me some of them I bought myself. So just quickly before I start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell button so that you can be notified every single time I upload and you don't miss a single video. And yeah, so let's just jump right in. I'm gonna be using the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. The good thing about NYX is that they're so affordable, and at the same time they have so many products and ranges and stuff like that. So this is the texture. It has a little bit of a shimmer, but it's very subtle. It's like, ooh, it's creamy and kind of duochrome. Oh, you can see that. And it has like a reflective shimmer to it. It's not very silicone-y, which I love. So I'm gonna move on to the foundation. This is probably one of the items I'm most curious about. I'm sure you are too. I feel like this is the latest foundation they released, but it was a while back, but I haven't tried it yet. This is the Total Control Drop Foundation, and it comes in this little thingy. My shade is Porcelain number 3, and I'm very shocked that number 3 is my shade, but I feel like number 1 was proper white fair, and I'm not that fair, and number 2 was a little pinkish. This is supposed to be a foundation that is on the sheer side, but you can build to a medium to high coverage. I don't think it's ever going to be full coverage, but let's see how high we can go. I think I used a lot for first base, but let's jump in. It blends, almost kind of vanishes, but it does have coverage. Okay. Ooh. It's very skin-like. Up front here a little so you can see. So this is just the first layer, and for a sheer I used a lot, but still for a sheer foundation, it does have a high amount of coverage that I'm impressed about. I don't know if it lasts all day, but I am impressed. Also, the finish is kind of satiny, dewy. Oh wow, look at that coverage with such a flawless finish. It was super easy to blend on my forehead, and it's usually very hard to blend on my forehead for me because I have a very hairy forehead. You can definitely wear it a lot sheerer. I feel like I went on too heavy, so if you're looking for a sheer thing, we're gonna be moving on to concealing, and I have 2 of them. So they have this NYX Full Coverage Concealer, which is a pot like this that reminded me a lot of my OCC Skin Conceal that I love. I now feel that this is not light enough for me. It's a little darker than the foundation, but if you go lightly on it, it's probably not even that noticeable. Let's move on to the eye concealer, and this is the HD Studio Photogenic Concealer, and this is the shade, again, Porcelain. It smells a little plasticky and chemically. Again, this is darker on the salmony side. Although blending this out, it's not that, like, it's not that deep. I think I've tried this concealer before and I didn't like it. I thought it was chalkier last time I tried it, but maybe that was throughout the day, so let's just wait on that. But coverage is good. The texture is pretty great. There's not a lot of flaking or grabbing onto patches of skin, which sometimes happens. It is creasing a little bit right under the waterline, but let's see if I can set this. I got the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. This is translucent. Okay, so I'm gonna swirl this. Oh, there's so much. And I'm proper matte right now. Some of the coverage that I had here disappeared. So that's fine. I'm gonna go over it a little bit more. In real life, it's not that noticeable, but the camera's picking up a certain salmony shade here, which might be the concealer. Now I'm gonna use an eye primer, and the one I'm using is the NYX Profit Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. So it's kind of sheer and pearly. I'm gonna show you the eyeshadow selection I have. So some of you might remember this palette. Most of these I got at BeautyCon last year. They had like a makeup buffet for the bloggers to take single shadows. It was amazing. If you want to watch that video, I'm gonna link it here. NYX also sent me one of their newest palettes, which is the NYX Cosmic Metals. So I'm gonna use NYX's Stiletto Single on my crease. From the Cosmic Metals palette, I'm gonna take this shade right here. And then we're gonna go into this. Okay. So I'm not gonna take Coquette. For the NYX Hot Singles, I feel like the mattes can be a little bit stiff and less pigmented. Not all, but some of them. This is a fair example. And we're gonna top it off with the NYX Vivid Bright Liner, or pigment, or whatever you want to call it. And this is the shade Bad Blood. This right here feels like butter. I'm doing shit already. How do people do this? That's why I never do liners, see? It's kinda okay. I'm gonna do the other side off camera because this is just freaking me out. So it's not perfect, but I'm gonna have to live with it because I can't do better. But yeah, I really like this color. I feel like it's a little bit hard to work with, but again, I'm not the most experienced eyeliner person. As my brow gel, I'm gonna be using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. My shade is the shade Brunette. I feel like it's a little light, which is weird. My usual Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel is a little darker, but I feel like, yeah, no, this is fine. I like the color. It goes on evenly. Moving on to mascara. I'm using the NYX Dull Eye Mascara. They have a lot of them. This is the Volumizer. I feel like they have a lengthening one, maybe a waterproof one. I feel like they definitely have at least 3 or 4. I'm also not using an eyelash primer, so we'll be able to really see what it does. It's very waxy, which is good. I like that to hold a curl. Yeah, it's okay. It does lift off the eyelashes quite a lot, but I feel like the wand is too long, and the parts that get the most curled are the middle ones here. The inner corner and outer corner lashes don't get as curled. Still not as amazing as my L'Oreal Telescopic, but it's not bad. Isn't transferring, and it's still very like soft and moussey, kind of. It's not like stiff or hard or uncomfortable. I've got one of these duo chromatic illuminating powders, but this is so orange that I feel like I can't possibly use this as my only highlighter. I like this. It's giving off like a sunburnt look, which I'm all about. It's kind of more pinkish because it is kind of duochrome. It has a pink shift. It looks like I've been out in the sun. Aww. This is their Ombre blush and the color is Soft Flush. Yeah, this part is a little satiny, this part is more shimmery. There's no matte in there though. With this little baby, I'm just gonna... Oh, that's too much, but I love it. I love this shade. This is a very strong blush, and I feel like I definitely overdid it on a blush. Okay, these products are amazing, but they're too pigmented, so have a soft hand. I'm gonna go into my lips now. I'm gonna be using a lip liner that is called Pale Pink. And then I'm gonna be using the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade Cashmere Silk. As you guys know, I try to soften this V here because I don't like it. The lip pencil consistency though is on the waxy side. I'm gonna go ahead with the liquid lipstick that is a little bit darker, so I'm gonna try to work that in. In general, I'm very, very impressed. I think the foundation kind of blew me away because I wasn't expecting it to be so high coverage, and I loved it. The lips and brows and lashes, they're all amazing. The only things that I did not love, first of all, were the under eye concealer. I think both concealers should come in a lighter shade. I feel like this one, it is creasing a bit, and I feel it's gonna crease more throughout the day, so I don't have high hopes for this. The powder, like, I don't hate it. It's not making me itch or making me uncomfortable or anything, but I do still prefer my by Terry, I think, as it's not as powdery looking. But it's a good budget purchase, I'd say, because usually powders get me all tightened up and this one didn't, so I like it. And the rest, I guess, we'll see along the day. I'm gonna do one check-in by the end of the day, and that's gonna be at around 6 to 8 hours from now. But anyway, I'll see you in a little bit. So I'm back, and it's been a full 8 hours after I stopped filming. So I've got good news and bad news. First of all, the lipstick, I still have the rest of it, but it's mostly gone. But I ate a lot, so yeah, that's expected. It actually lasted a lot longer than I thought it would be. Loving the eyeshadow primer, because they have not even creased, not even a little bit. I'm gonna come up. But this eyeliner has stamped a little bit on my right side. The concealer for me is the biggest no-no. It has creased so much under my eyes. It creased almost instantly. A line of creasing that is actually darker here, which makes me look like I have more under eye bags than I do. The mascara, I really liked it. It hasn't budged or flaked off, and I feel like over a primer, it would be really, really good. So I'm really happy with that. Also happy with the brow gel. It hasn't flaked off. The foundation, which I think is what most of you are waiting to hear about. So it's not cakey because it's not patchy or dry or nothing like that. It did separate a little bit because there was a little bit of oil creation. Especially on this side, there was a lot of separation. And as you can see, there is oil coming through, especially on my T-zone. For oily skin types, this is not gonna be your foundation, I'm absolutely sure, because even powdering with a heavy powder, which I think this kind of is, it set me completely matte. But even though a little bit of oil came through, and I'm not that oily, I'm a little oily, but not too much. So if you're too oily, this is probably not going to be for you. If you're a combination and you're looking for something for a few hours that doesn't last all day and is super comfortable and it has like a dewy satiny finish, really, really like this. And for dry skins, I believe this would be amazing because I don't think there's a lot of dewy and glow-inducing high coverage foundations. But it wasn't ever uncomfortable, it wasn't ever patchy. I'd really like to do more of this type of videos, especially with affordable makeup brands. So please let me know down below in the comment section, what is the next full face of first impressions you want me to do? I'm thinking either e.l.f. or H&M makeup. Oh, also, I did use a glowing primer underneath this, but if you want to try this with a mattifying primer, maybe it would last a little bit longer as well. I'm going to try that and we'll keep you in the loop for next tutorials. And that's it. I'm going to stop babbling. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell button. Also, follow me on Instagram. I promise to be more active from now on. And also follow me on Twitter because I do the odd giveaway every 2 weeks. And you get to vote and pick what the next giveaway is going to be about. So, follow me on Twitter, yes! I will see you in the next one. Bye!